So, what if someone made a fancy stud ad for Bullseye from the Toy Story movies? Hello and welcome back to Jenna Gets Creative. I'll explain about this goofy drawing concept in a minute, but first I'd like to tell you that this is a collaboration with Weblight Dreams. We are reviving March Fandom Mayhem for a second season, and the two of us will be posting fan art videos every Wednesday in March. Definitely go check out her video after this if you haven't already. We have made a playlist for last year's season and this year's season, and we would love to see your fan art as well. We'll be showing off all fan art submitted to us in a recap at the end of the month, and if you want to submit a YouTube video, we'll add you to the playlist. The rules are simple. 1. It has to be fan art. No OCs or random other subjects. 2. Use the hashtag MarchFandomMayhem, all one word, wherever you post it. 3. We'll only be looking at new posts from this month with the hashtag. Do not just add the hashtag to your old posts, we won't see it. This is the second year we're doing this, so we'll just assume old posts with the hashtag were from Season 1. 4. If you are posting to YouTube, you must use the phrase March Fandom Mayhem in your video title and either link to both of our channels or link to the current season playlist. You can find all the information you need in the description box down below, and you can also find the playlist from Season 1 if you'd like to catch up. I also have not one but 2 giveaways coming up, so stay tuned for information about that a little later in the video or check the description. Alright, so what am I doing to poor Bullseye? Well, in the equestrian world, when someone wants people to pay to breed to their stallion, they advertise him for stud services, and this often involves making a fancy advertisement image to put on websites, in magazines, etc. I thought it would be funny to make one of these, but it's Bullseye. Goofy, awkward, conformationally disastrous Bullseye. Here's an example of the type of ad I'm thinking of on screen now, and disclaimer, I do not own the rights to any of the sample ads I'll put up, but these are publicly circulating ads, so hopefully no harm done. These ads tend to show off the stallion standing for conformation, they'll have a headshot or a movement on flat ground shot, or both, and they tend to also have an action shot of the horse doing what it's good at. I do realize that Bullseye belongs to a cowboy in a 1950s TV show about the Old West, so he has to be a breed that has cow sense. It's possible that they were going with the tamed wild horse fad and he was meant to be a Mustang, but I think it's more likely that he's a quarter horse from back in that decade. Knowing that, it would have been more accurate to make the action shot either working cattle like this, or maybe coming to a sliding stop like this, but I didn't want to also draw Woody or Jesse riding him, and I thought it would be even more ridiculous if I presented him as a sport horse, so I went with a free-jumping action shot. I grabbed random warm blood stallion photos from Google Images, lined them up, and produced this realistically proportioned sketch. I won't be showing the originals because I didn't use photos I would have the rights to recreate, but since I was only using them for the pose and you can't possibly figure out what the original was from the Bullseye end product, I think it's probably fine. Don't do that if you're staying true to the source photo. Go on places like Pixabay. After I had the realistic proportions sketch ready, I started a new layer in my Photoshop file and started turning the realistic horses into Bullseye. Here's that sketch. You'll notice that the body got shorter and his head got bigger in the 2 full body poses, and that's because Bullseye is a mess. Seriously, he's a horse that supposedly does things a cowboy would need him to do, but he acts like a dog and even whimpers like a dog in a couple of scenes. Horses can make some pretty whiny sounds, but they don't do dog whimpers. And his oddly sized bald muzzle has always made me suspect he might be a mule. I'm looking at my daughter's toy version of Bullseye across the room as I write this script, and the toy's ears are smaller than I thought, but in my reference photo from the actual films, he has biggish ears as well, and I leaned into that in my drawings. Also kinda mulish. I wish I could say no one would actually breed a horse that looks like Bullseye, but But hey, at least Bullseye can graze. I'm looking at you, My Little Pony characters. Those necks aren't reaching the ground. So, as you can see by now, I transferred my digital sketch to paper, cleaned it up a little more, and now I'm finishing it in watercolor. Let me know what characters I should do for the remaining Wednesdays in March. I'm open to suggestions. As I mentioned earlier, I do have 2 giveaways coming up. One is the Let's Get Jenna Monetized giveaway. Once this channel has the watch hours to monetize, and this has taken way longer than I thought it would to happen, one lucky channel subscriber will win a prize of their choice, plus a small original artwork. The choice is an assortment of art supplies I've set aside for this, the duplicates from my book collection, or a book depository order placed on your behalf. The other giveaway will happen once this channel hits 2,000 subscribers, and the winner will receive an Amazon gift card code or a book depository order. Details on the value and how I'll handle regional Amazon sites are in the description down below. If you want to see these giveaways happen sooner, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're watching these videos all the way through, leave comments to boost the video in the algorithm, and share the videos you like with your friends. Every little bit helps. If you haven't checked out Weblight Dreams' video, don't forget to go do that, and if you want to get in on our recap videos at the end of the month or added to our playlist, make sure you're following the rules I mentioned at the beginning of this video, which you can also find in the description down below. If you're looking for more to watch, I've got some suggestions up on the left side of the screen now. Don't forget to like, comment, maybe even subscribe, and if you like living life creatively, whatever that means to you, I'd love to have you along for the ride. Bye guys!